Moving on, question 7. Determine the relative atomic mass and then you need to sketch a mass spectrum. This is not going to go well. I cannot draw a straight line using this pen. So we'll see how we go. Now part A is very straightforward. I reckon I'm going to go back to the previous slide and do part A there, just because of not having enough room. So for part A, actually no, we'll be okay. Probably not, we'll see. I'm going to find, so we need to find the relative atomic mass for part A, and that means that I need to determine the mean. So 10.013 plus 19.91 times plus 11.009 times 80.09 and multiply this by 100. You should get the relative atomic mass. Okay. I wish there is a calculator that can do this. I'm sure there is. Should ask Google to do the calculation as I say the calculation out loud, so I can just type the answer in. You know, we haven't got up to that stage yet. Did I just divide by 10? Okay, so we got 10.80. I think we're going with 88. Okay, now when you sketch the mass spectrum, which is part B, apologize in advance for the terrible drawing that's happening next. Is there a way to something? Okay, this is not going to go well. That's slightly better than the last one. You do need to label your axis. So the technically speaking, the correct way to label the mass spectrum, the horizontal axis is mass over charge, even though the previous question does have it as isotopic mass, which is a very simplified version of what it actually is. Now the mass over charge, m over z, which is the same as mass for charge, we do make the assumption that it is the same as mass, given that the charge is most of the time +1, and you don't really need to worry about any case when the charge is say +2, but in reality it does happen. And the vertical axis is supposed to be big height. Now you can represent it abundantly, and that's fine, I think. Okay, so all you need to do is this relative isotopic masses will be the value of the x-axis or the horizontal axis, and I'm not going to be too fussed on scale as long as you label your points. Obviously, I'm not going to require you to spend a lot of time to get 11.009. Now, these two values will be the y-axis, so you have 19.91. It's about this much, for example, and if this is going to be the height of 19.91, then you want to make sure that the 80% is at least roughly. Now obviously if you have a ruler, and I do expect a little bit more accuracy, but you want it to be 4 times higher and preferably a line. It's very hard to draw it with this pen. I don't actually know how people do it. This is supposed to be used to draw digital animation, so I've just gained a new level of respect for those artists, because seriously, this is so difficult to draw. Maybe I should learn how to do this properly. I'm going to try to write a little bit better. I think it's just the way I hold the pen, perhaps. I'm sure it's not just that. Okay, 80.09. You don't need to do a pick, like a line like this is okay. That's enough signal, and I think that's good enough for me.